Good evening and welcome to Farmers Alley Theater at Home, Broadway Battles. I'm Julie Nemitz and I'm sitting in tonight as host for Adam Weiner, who's taking a night off, a well-deserved night off after his fantastic duties during our fundraiser last weekend. So thanks again to Adam and thank you so much for letting me have this seat tonight. I'm so excited that we are doing such a fun Broadway Battles tonight, and it's called the Mother's Day edition. So we have an incredible lineup of wonderful musical theater and theatrical moms for you to come in and do battle tonight. We want to make sure that we we read your comments. So go ahead and follow this link below, streamyard.com/Facebook, so that we can see your faces and read your comments. Perhaps you might show up on the screen throughout the game tonight. Now, Broadway Battles, I believe this is our 5th edition, so we're really happy to be here tonight. And I want to take this time now to introduce you to some of our special guests for this evening. Okay, so first up, we have Nikki Poor, who is the wonderful mother to Etta, who is 9, and Brogan, who is 5. Hi, Nikki.
Hi. Thanks for having me. Good.
Yeah. Nikki and I was lucky enough to share the stage with Nikki this past January in our show. Does anybody have a map? Motherhood and Stories and Song.
It was so much fun.
It was, wasn't it? And a huge shout out to Nikki and to her husband, Brad, for in the span of 3 days, rewriting the song I'm Breaking Down from falsettos to recreate a one-of-a-kind version of that song. And nobody can break down on stage like Nikki.
I take that as a high compliment. Thank you.
It is a huge compliment. You made me laugh every single night. So I'm so happy that you're here. Now, I know this fact, and you have to correct me if I'm wrong, but you've played a pregnant mother on stage 4 times?
Yes, 4 times.
What shows?
They're a small one-act play that I don't remember the title to in college. Yeah. A play called Good Thing by Jessica Goldberg, Fiddler on the Roof, and oh no, I lost the 4th one.
And another one.
Another one. Yeah.
Of all of the moms here tonight, you have the youngest kids. So I have to do a special shout out to you because you are carrying the load, my friend.
They're getting to the point where they are a little more self-sufficient though. But
I know. Oh, yes. That's fabulous. Now I have one question for you before we bring on our next question. And that is, what is the mom role on your bucket list that you still really, really want to play?
So I've always played the mom or the grandma or the old lady up until now. Like I had a lower voice and that just kind of happened. So I want to replay all the roles I played before at the correct age in about 20 years. So I want to be all the big Broadway moms. I want to be Mrs. Peru. I want to be Mrs. Peterson and Bye Bye Birdie. I want to be Mrs. Harcourt and Anything Goes, Bobby's mom in Crazy for You. And hopefully they would let the old lady tap dance a little. So yeah, I want to do all the big Broadway moms.
That's awesome. Yay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being here, Nikki. I appreciate it so much. All right. Next up is the legendary, one of the co-founders of this theater, Deneen Muley-Koch.
Hello.
Hello, my heart sister. How are you?
I'm okay. Happy Mother's Day to you both.
Happy Mother's Day to you. I'm giving you a virtual hug through the camera. Virtual hugs. So Deneen, as most people know, has 2 kiddos. Jason is 17 and Carly is 13. Growing fast. Yay. Now I have to tell you, this is a fun fact. Deneen and I were in a show together where I played a pregnant mother who had a baby, and then I died. And she took over and became the assumed stepmother to said baby.
That is true.
Name what show that is in the comments. Comment below. Let me know if anybody can name what show that was and what roles we played. So let's do some little questions out there in the world. Does anybody have an answer? Oh, hi, Lynn. Anybody know? I played a pregnant mother, had a baby. I died in a footstep.
You just gave it away.
And then Denise's character took over.
I was a princess.
You were a princess. Well, it was Into the Woods. There you go. Yeah. So I'm so happy you're here. Now, tell me, what is on your bucket list for the mom you still really, really want to play on stage?
Yeah, I've actually been really lucky to play some kick booty moms. I've played Francesca. That was always a bucket list role. I just got to play Helen Bechtel. I've played Mother in Ragtime. But I would really love someday to do the full-scale production of Falsettos and play Trina. I got a little bit of a taste of it when I was in college at CCM. We did In Trousers, which was the first installment of William Finn's trilogy. But Falsettos is where it all came together with a big revival and everything. And I just love to play that part someday.
Awesome. Trina. Yes, and isn't it fun that you can be the right age to play that same part?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Now, of course, I mean, I'm going to be very biased, but obviously Francesca was the greatest thing I've ever seen you do. And it was incredibly memorable. And I think about it still, it was truly one of the greatest performances I've ever seen. So
thank you.
I'm sure you miss her, but I miss that performance.
I loved her. I loved her a lot. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right. Next up, our last but not least guest tonight is the one, the only Gina Maria Chimner. Hello. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
I'm so happy that you are here. Wonderful to have you.
I'm just happy you guys asked me. I'm hoping I can keep up with these other two divas, but we'll see.
I have no doubt. Now, Gina is mom to Parker, who's 25, and Camille, who's 21. So all of your kids are legal.
Sorry, just had a moment. She's still 12 to me, so.
Oh, I know.
Are you able to see them?
They were actually here tonight.
Wonderful.
We got together and watched a movie and played a little Uno, and then had some food, and then Parker lives downtown, but Camille is here with us because, of course, no school, no graduation, no job, no anything. She's kind of here. So.
Yep. She's quarantining with mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. Well, I have to ask you the same question that I asked the other ladies. I'm dying to know what is on Gina's bucket list for the mom you still really want to play.
Well, I really would like to play Donna in Mamma Mia.
Oh, God, yes. Love.
I would love to play Margaret White in Carrie.
Oh, yeah.
I know that's a twist, but yeah. And sorry, I'm on my cell. And I'd like to try Desiree if I could, but that's a dream for me.
Oh, Desiree Armfeldt from A Little Night Music. Right?
Great part.
Oh, wonderful show. Oh, that show does not get done enough. I love it.
I know. I love it too.
Okay, here's Gina. I think now, of course, Gina, some of you might have remembered her wonderful performance in It Should Have Been You at Farmer's Alley. And of course, Gina was doing something relatively inappropriate with my husband in a bathroom stall. So
I don't remember what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. But yes, she and Rich got into some hijinks on the set of It Should Have Been You. That was super fun. Now, was that the most recent show that you've done at Farmer's Alley? I'm trying to remember.
No, I did Honky Tonk.
Honky Tonk Angels. That's right. You've done so many shows at Farmer's Alley, Gina, and you've been so wonderful in all of them.
Thank you.
Especially, of course, Late in the Piazza.
Oh, I love that.
That was wonderful. That show was stunning.
It was beautiful. It was so great. Such a great cast, and just oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. I could easily say it was the most beautiful show I've ever been involved in. The production, everything about it was just beautiful. Beautiful.
I agree. It was beautiful. I agree. I came home to see that one because I wasn't living back here yet. That's awesome. Now, as for your bucket list, you've played so many roles in your career. You've played so many incredible parts. What's on your bucket list?
Well, it was Desiree and
Oh, did we already?
Yeah.
We did. Oh,
yeah. Let's go back in time for a second.
I have mom brain. Awesome. All right. Listen, let's get going. All right. I want to talk about the game really quick. For those of you that have not seen the Broadway battles, it's really super fun. It's not your typical game show per se. It's more like a debate and challenge game. So what we do is that we offer a question to each contestant and they have to answer it in 45 seconds. They have to support their answer, their pitch, if you will, of why their answer is their answer. Then for 2 minutes after everyone answers it, everyone debates it. They talk about why their answer is better. They challenge the other answers. And it's a really fun conversation between everyone. And then our wonderful time check / fact checker is here tonight. We have let one man into the club, Mr. Rob Weiner.
Can I break up the estrogen party here? What is going on? Happy Mother's Day, ladies.
Thank you.
Honored
Thank
to
you,
be
Rob.
here.
Thank
I'm
you.
here to check facts. Don't step on a crack or you might break your mother's back.
Did Jeremy just show up? What just happened?
And Julie, if we're going back to people smooching with your spouses, we can go right back to It Should Have Been You, because DJ and Whitney shared the sweatiest kiss of all time, I think, during that show. So,
you are right. I remember that.
DJ, if you're watching, I'm coming after you. No, happy to be here.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. And so Rob will come in and he'll help kind of fact check and make sure everything's along the right lines and people are saying things that are true. And then we'll make a decision and then we'll move on to the next question. So that's how the game works. Please feel free to chime in. If you've got an opinion on a question, type it down in the comments. Now, remember, if you want to be seen in the comments, you need to make sure you visit StreamYard.com/Facebook so that we know who you are. Okay, cool. All right. Well, I think with that, thank you so much, contestants. We're going to go ahead and start with question number 1. All right. And up first will be Miss Nikki Poor. And the question is, what is the best musical theater song with the word mom, mama, mother in the title? Okay. And with that, we're going to start with Nikki.
All right. The best song with mom, mama, mother in the title has got to be Mama Will Provide from Once on This Island. Now, in the 2017 revival of 1990 show, the role of Asaka, the goddess of the earth, Mother Earth herself, received mid-show standing ovations when it was played by Alex Newell. He spoke about how middle of the show, people just come to their feet. I mean, that's a great song right there, right? So though Asaka leads this number with her powerful vocal and physical presence, showing her massive range and embodying motherly love, this number is also an ensemble glitter bomb with multiple parts running in tandem to mimic the sounds of the earth, the island, the wind, the birds, the frogs, the very sounds of the earth, and they're singing along under her constantly. Mama Will Provide.
Nice. Oh my goodness. It's one of the best songs. I cannot disagree. I love that song. It makes me so happy to hear it.
I love that song.
Awesome sauce. Thank you so much, Nikki. Next up, answering the same question is Miss Janine Muley-Koch.
Hello. Well, that is a very good song, Nikki. I think the best song with the word mama in the title is Mama a Rainbow, and it is from a very obscure musical called Minnie's Boys. It is about the Marx brothers, believe it or not, and their relationship with their mother, Minnie. The show explores the brothers' early days and how they credit their mother as being the driving force behind their success. In the musical, Harpo Marx, who was always silent on screen and stage, is the one who sings the song, and that makes it that much more meaningful. He desires to give his mama a gift, a rainbow, diamonds, a lifetime of laughter. He comes up with as many options as he can, but nothing is good enough, not for his mama. And after struggling with many options, the only gift he can give is the promise that she will always be young and beautiful in his eyes.
Oh, a song I have to admit I do not know.
I can quote you some of the lyrics later.
I know a lot of musical theater songs, and I did not know that one. My brain is now turning and churning about that. That was very compelling.
Good.
Nice job. Nice job. Okay, next up, third to this round is Gina, and she's going to be telling us what is the best musical theater song with the word mom, mama, mother in the title. I saw some great ones coming through on chat. All right, Gina, go ahead.
This was really hard for me, but I went with When You're Good to Mama from Chicago because I love the song. I love that it represents a different type of mama, not necessarily a mommy mama, but more of a woman in control and taking charge of everything in her family of, prisoners in the cell block, and a woman manipulating the feminine leadership that a mother matriarch represents, and but in a different way, in more of maybe perhaps a masculine way. So I love the song because it really sets her as a character. Am I done?
Thank
No?
you,
Yeah.
Gina.
Oh.
You want to wrap that up?
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm good.
Okay, great. All right, let's bring back all three ladies. Great job, all of you. Now, just to recap, Nikki picked Mama Will Provide from Once on This Island. Deneen picked Mama a Rainbow from
Minnie's Boys.
Minnie's Boys, thank you. And Gina picked When You're Good to Mama from Chicago. Awesome. So why don't you guys go ahead at this point and tell us why you think that. Gina, Deneen, why don't we start with you? Why do you think your song is better than the others?
Well, as much as I love Mama Will Provide and the whole Mother Earth idea that a mother is what provides for everything, and When You're Good to Mama, great song. All of these came across my mind. The reason I love Mama a Rainbow so much is because it's actually not sung from the perspective of a mother. It is sung to a mother. And it's what every mother wishes or would be honored to know that her child will want to give her, that there's truly nothing good enough, nothing out there that means enough to give back to what a mother does. And it's very moving for a mother to hear.
Got it. Okay, Nikki, what about you? Why do you think, why don't you tell me about why you think your song is best?
I think my song, Mama Will Provide, is the best because yes, it does. It's a non-traditional mother as well, though. It's not mother. She's mother of all the earth. And right. The song itself embodies protection and joy, and it leaves you just feeling like safe and ready to go out on the journey. And that's what she is doing for the character of T Moon, to help her feel safe to go and be brave and go find her true love. And I think that Mama a Rainbow, I will admit, was one of the ones that I explored, because I do love that song as well. But for me, as someone who is adopted into another family, Mama Will Provide for me resonates. And that is not that common in musical theater for an adopted to resonate with a song from a mama. And T Moon has two separate moms that she finds. So
you found your
did, yeah.
Oh, Gina, what about you? What do you think about any of those comments?
Well, it's the point of view for a different kind of mama. The nurturing mamas, the mamas. But the thing I like about When You're Good to Mama is that it's taking the matriarchal role and turning it into a power position. This woman controls so much, and she has given herself the name Mama, Matron Mama Morton. So in that way, she just commands the respect and fear of everyone around her.
Right.
Which is more of a masculine.
She's a little tit for tat, isn't she? If you're good to mama, she'll be good to you. I'm not sure she's the best mama, for real.
No, she probably isn't. But I just like the idea of her handling things the way a man would, not necessarily the way a mom would.
I appreciate that.
Angle.
I appreciate that very much. Okay. Any last words by anyone? This is your last chance before I make a decision. And Rob comes back to tell me if you guys said anything incorrect.
This audience is rocking the comments, man. Just shout out to the audience.
I'm trying not to pay attention, but I did just
I'm
see the one that said I should be a lawyer.
The ones on screen. Like,
this is a very good point. We've got Gina's being a very good psychoanalyst. Obviously,
There you go.
I'm a lawyer, apparently.
Janine is very legal, but yet also very heartfelt about her choice. Nikki has the connective tissue of being an adopted daughter and how that means a song that means something to her in that way. It's very complicated. Rob, do you have any thoughts or any fact checking we need to do on any of that?
Okay, so this is a very unofficial count. I don't know if this weighs into your factoring at all, Julie.
Okay.
But in the lyrics of these songs, Mama will provide it. Mama is said 6 times.
Okay.
When you're good to Mama, Mama is said 9 times. And during Mama Rainbow, Mama is said 16 times.
Whoa!
I mean, if that has any weight to you. Now, I had to do a little research about Minnie's Boys, Deneen, because I'm with Julie here and the rest of the world. We don't know this song. But it starred Shelley Winters as the mother of all the Marx Brothers. It ran for about 80 performances one spring in 1970. And the music is by Larry Grossman, lyrics by Hal Hackaday. So that pedigree means anything to you. I can't believe it has so many great choices. I saw in the comments as well. Don't Tell Mama, from Cabaret, not pick Mama Who Bore Me, Spring Awakening. So we got a lot to choose from here, Julie. I do not envy your decision here.
Oh, the comments are going crazy, you guys. There's so many in the comments too. It's hard to pick, right? There's just so many songs about moms. All right. I am going to have to say that for this question, I'm giving the win to Nikki.
That was unexpected.
Mama
Thank
will
you.
provide. It makes you feel positive and confident about mom's role in your life. And that's hopefully what all of our children are thinking tonight about us. How much we love them and we provide for them and how much passion we have for making sure they're happy. So Nikki's going to win this round. So congrats, Nikki.
Thank you.
1 point for Nikki. That was very difficult. I do not envy Adam. I do not envy Adam at all. Okay, let's go on with question number 2. Question number 2 is going to start with Janine. And the question is, which musical theater mom would make the best Real Housewife on Bravo? Yes, I wrote this question.
Shocking.
They are everything to me. So we're going to start with Janine. Go ahead.
All right. So I think the best Real Housewife mom of musical theater would be Fastrada from the musical Pippin. She is the wife of the dusty old King Charlemagne and mother of the gorgeous and buff yet dim-witted Louis. Fastrada is the quintessential Real Housewife nightmare. She exiles her mother-in-law, first of all, and after learning that her stepson Pippin, who she usually completely ignores, wants to revolt against his father, the king, she incites Pippin to kill her husband, thus ensuring that her son Louis will be next in line for the throne. She is frustrated, greedy, and secretive. She repeatedly longs for attention, but hides behind her slogan, "I'm just an ordinary housewife and mother, just like all you housewives and mothers out there."
The best tagline of any mother ever made.
And Julie played Fastrada.
Oh,
yes,
my goodness. I did. I was way too young. I think I was 17.
Yeah, but you were cute.
And your brother Brian was the young boy.
He was Theo. You're right.
He was Theo.
Yep.
Fun fact, many, many moons ago at the Kalamazoo Civic.
Yep.
Okay. That was very good, Deneen. Moving on to contestant number 2, Gina, who would make the best Real Housewife of all the musical theater moms?
I feel like I'm dwelling a little bit here, but I think that Madame Armfeldt from Little Night Music would fit in nicely in one of those programs. She would have quite a bit to say about behavior and I think she would be able to keep up and perhaps surpass all the other housewives she was dealing with. So this is what we're talking about, wives, right? Or mothers, no mothers. But it's wives, it's the housewives show, right?
Right.
And on Bravo. So, but we're talking about mothers who are, anyway. I think she fit in fine with Fastrada.
Okay. Now, Madame Marfeld would definitely be one of those, one of the wives that sort of sits along on the side and makes nasty comments about all the other, about all the other housewives. Sonia Morgan, yes. Thank you, Whitney. That is perfect. Definitely a Sonia Morgan type. Funny.
I've never seen one of those shows, so I don't. This one was hard for me. So I don't.
Wow. Well, get on board, girl.
You're lucky.
You are a hoot and a holler. Let me tell you. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Next up for question number 2 is Ms. Nikki Poor.
I do like the Real Housewives. All right. So while your answers are both credible, first of all, warning, spoilers about the musical that I'm about to name a mother from. So, Real Housewives of West Virginia, Meredith Parker from Bat Boy, and here's why. She starts off by giving the appearance that she has it all together. She dresses well, picture perfect family, is a prominent, respected community member, but there are secrets brewing beneath the surface. Her husband happens to be a maniacal, jealous veterinarian. They take in a bat boy found in a local cave. She tries to teach him manners, but her husband is secretly feeding him live animals to quench his thirst for blood. Her daughter falls in love with the bat boy, and they try to run off together. But as is the case with the Real Housewives, Meredith reaches a breaking point, reveals that there's a deep, dark secret about the bat boy and her daughter, and you have to come to part 3 of the reunion to find out what it is.
Oh my gosh. There are definitely some parallels there that I'm scared to say I can make immediately.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Awesome. Okay, gals, let's bring everybody back up and let's talk about this. Let's start with I don't know. Let's start with Gina. Why do you think Madame Marfeld makes the best Real Housewife? Like, why?
Well, because
do you have anything to comment about the other ones even like what Nikki said? Or what he said?
I think that she would observe and then just put a few little digs in there, or just make things uncomfortable, or even I don't know, just shoot some of these women down with her life experience and her wit that is actually quite biting. So
yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. Janine?
Well, while she would comment from the side, I feel like Fastrada would be in there, conniving, working her way through every little thing she possibly can in order to get what she wants for whoever she wants it for. I think she's incredibly peppy about being sneaky, and so she could win people over, be that person that everybody trusts, and then she stabs them in the back at the end and comes out victorious.
Yes, she is a little bit of a Ramona that way on Roni. I agree. I see the parallels there, because they are definitely, if they're nothing, they're not sneaky, or if they think they are sneaky.
Well, and she hides behind the whole, I'm just like you. I'm just ordinary. I'm just like you. So, she's kind of smart that way too.
Yes. Nikki, now give us some more deets on Meredith.
So Meredith would be like a Camille Grammer.
Yes.
For example,
okay.
Her husband ends up going, like, he's part of the story too, because like Kelsey did some stuff in that Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But Meredith really tries to keep it together, and you need that character that seems to have it all and have it all together, and then she has a breakdown, and then nothing is ever the same again. Also, Fastrada is a good thing, but Fastrada lays all her cards on the table and breaks the fourth wall. So that audience is going to know what she's up to. So I don't know. I just did Pippin, so I'm like, that character's fresh on my mind. But
that is true. That is true.
That is true. That is
definitely a Sonia Morgan, though.
Yes. Oh my goodness. All right, let's bring Rob in. Rob, any thoughts, comments?
I'm not sure how to fact check whether or not Fastrada would flip a table next to Teresa Giudice. I mean, that's something. But I'm going to take a quick moment to brag about myself because for this morning for my wife for Mother's Day, she received a cameo from Sonia Morgan herself. And Sonia is really good at reading what I tell her to say. It was a lot of fun to see that. But for all of you out there who have not seen The Real Housewives, bless you all. But I know who Camille and the Countess and, Faye Resnick and all these people are. So, yeah.
Well, I'm a little sad right now. I'm going to take a moment. Okay, that is incredible. Sonia Morgan. Wow. You get big points there. All right. So I think we did well on fact checking, and this is going to be hard for me because all of you guys, I had an opinion going in, and now I'm sort of just thinking about what everybody said. But at the end of the day, I think that the thing about the Real Housewives is they are so blatantly, overwhelmingly bigger than life. And so knowing that, I have to say that for round number 2, the win goes to Janine. Janine Estrada in Pippin. That has to get the win.
She was
She was what?
She was my first choice.
Oh,
you got her before I did.
I knew someone else put Pippin in there too. Yeah. So Danine's getting that round. Awesome job.
And breaking the fourth wall just means that she's really good during confessionals. So
exactly. Awesome. All right, we're going to move on to question number 3. Okay. Question number 3. Which musical theater mother character has the best song? And what is that song? And we're going to start this round with Gina.
Well, I think of, again, another Sondheim, Dot. And not, it was really hard for me to choose between We Do Not Belong Together and Children in Art, because the first one begats the second one. But the choice that she is making during that song and what she is choosing to do for the life that's growing inside her is, to me, heartbreaking and brave. And there are choices that women have to make like that and move on with their lives. So I would have to go with Dot fighting for the little bundle in her belly and having to say goodbye to George. That's what I'd go with.
Okay. It's my favorite musical, so it's hard
know.
for me. I already feel I'm feeling it for this one, Gina. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go up next to our second, which I believe is Deneen. Nikki.
Or me. Okay.
You're up.
All right. Question number 3. So the best musical theater mother song, the character that has the best musical theater song is Mother from Ragtime. Back to Before. When Mother realizes that her worldview has changed, that everything that happened before is now different, she can't turn back. She has to keep moving forward at the turn of the century. She sings this beautiful, gigantic, powerful, moving belt ballad, Back to Before. It is a big, strong number. She's on stage alone. And even though she barely moves usually, it is extremely moving. The music swells, her voice swells, and she chooses the future.
Awesome. Oh, another one of my favorite shows. Oh my goodness. I got to see Maren Maisie do it on Broadway twice. Oh, it's a wonderful song. Thank you so much, Nikki. And next up is, last but not least, Janine.
Okay. I think the best song sung by a mother is The Story Goes On, sung by Lizzie in Baby, when she feels her baby girl kick for the very first time. This is the moment in the show when Lizzie understands clearly the true meaning of what it means to be a mother. When we're young, we those of us who want to be mothers, we think, oh, we're going to get to play with and take care of a little baby. But we don't think about that baby growing up and then doing the same thing. We don't understand what has truly been set in motion until that life inside you makes itself known for the first time with that kick. And all of a sudden, we are mothers. And we see our mothers and our grandmothers and great-grandmothers and daughters and granddaughters in a miraculous chain of the past, present, and future.
Oh, I know. And I just sang it.
I know.
I know. Oh my gosh, girls, ladies, mamas. This is really hard. So I want you guys to really, the next 2 minutes, go for it, because right now, all three of you are neck and neck. So go.
Well, I love Back to Before. Love the song. It's a little bit more about other things, though, rather than just being a mother. She's also saying goodbye to oppression. She's saying goodbye to her husband being in charge of her. This song from Baby, I believe it's somebody figuring out what it means to become a mother. And I will never forget realizing that my body was truly a miracle when I was pregnant. I mean, that feeling of my body just knows what to do. You know, we do this one simple thing, and all of a sudden your body just kicks in gear and says, I know what to do. And then you feel it. It's amazing. It's magical. And I think that song is the best depiction of that feeling that there is in musical theater.
And that's a good point. Everything that you said about Back to the Before is why I picked it, though.
I know.
So yeah, I mean, like that's
I know.
That's why, because it's about the mother and not anybody else. It's about the mother, the person. So I do when Julie sang that song, and I had to sit on stage for the entire second act of that show and not cry so that I could get through everything.
Superstar.
Yeah, I get you, but yeah, that's. I don't know. That's why I chose the Back to Before. Go ahead.
I think that both those women, those are both wonderful songs. But my feeling about Dot is that she is fiercely protective of the life that's inside her, and she has to make a huge, huge choice to provide for her child physically. I mean, literally be able to eat and to sleep in a healthy environment and be taken care of, which is something that, even though she's deeply in love with the man who is the father of this child, she knows she's never going to get from him. And it's putting the child ahead of everything that brings her happiness at that point, I think, as much as the frustration and everything that goes on. She is literally giving this child life, and the choices she's making are very hard. But in order for this child to make it into the world and become a person who then, of course, has the art runs through the bloodline. Yep. But Dot's choice to do that is to me humbling, to have taken it and gone with it. I mean, and not tried anything as far as, to stay with George and to whatever she would have to do. Yep. That fierce lioness mother, I'm taking charge of this and I have to provide for this baby somehow, and it's not with you. And so that's what makes me think.
Yep. You guys all have wonderful arguments. Rob, come in here. Anything to say? Any comments? Any fact check?
If I've learned anything today specifically, it's not to they've got opinions going on. So if you think I'm going to correct, what's going on, these were all fabulous points, Julie. I don't know how. I mean, I would just say, if you're out there watching this right now, go on Spotify after we're done here and just line up these songs if you want to bring you down, bring you for an emotional end to your Mother's Day. Story goes on. We do not belong together. Back to Before. So just really thankful to be a part of this. But I agree with all three of you. So I'm glad I'm not in Julie's seat.
I know. And this is hard because every one of those songs I absolutely adore for different reasons. Deneen, I'm going to say that oh gosh. Okay, wait. All right. The winner of this round is going to have to be, I think, what I find one of the greatest characters in musical theater history, and that's Dot in Sunny in the Park with George. I have to go with Gina. I have to go with her.
Congrats, Gina.
You were so eloquent.
You convinced me, Gina.
The way you spoke about it and the words you used in your recap were just gorgeous. And I love that mother so much for the sacrifices that she makes.
Oh yeah.
So. Sacrifice. That was a good word.
Yay.
Yeah.
But I was watching Between Children and Art too, because when Marie sings that and then talks to Dot, I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, but Dot, that's a fierce choice that she made.
Yep, and that's why you won that round. So you know what that means.
Tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker. Okay, tiebreaker. In this round, we're going back to the original order, which is Nikki, Deneen, and Gina. In that order, you have 45 seconds, and then there's only 1 minute to debate. So, are you ready? Question number 3 for Nikki.
I wasn't ready for this.
Sorry, tiebreaker for number 4. Tiebreaker. If you had to be quarantined with just one musical theater mom, who would you pick? The tiebreaker question. If you had to be quarantined with one musical theater mom, who would you pick? Nikki.
Golda from Fiddler on the Roof. She'll hug me. She'll slap sense into me. She'll cook with me. She'll tell me stories. She'll keep me sane. She'll daydream with me. But Golda is the most sensible choice to be quarantined with. That's all I got.
Sensible. I like sensible and I like hugs. Awesome. Okay, next up.
Okay. Hello. The person to quarantine with, hands down, is Jenna from Waitress. Once she has that baby, she can come over to my house, and during quarantine, we can continue this baking tradition that everybody has gotten into by making all the best pies you could possibly imagine, starting with the COVID bluesberry pie, the when lockdown hands you lemons pie, the Netflix couch potato pie, can't stop sitting in my cherry pie, what the hell Tiger King pie, the kids, this is the last strawberry pie, another game of chess pie, sorry for the seniors pie, can't eat with this mask on pie, Cuomo for president pie, and the sun better frickin' come out tomorrow pie. That's what we're making.
Okay, Jenna. Jenna, you need to do some serious counseling with her, though. Okay.
She's good. Once she has the baby, she's good.
You are good at advice. So maybe that is a good pick for you because you could really help her and grow her up a little bit, you know? Awesome. All right, Gina, up to you.
I'm going to go with Donna from Mamma Mia, because every morning you would wake up and say, Mamma Mia, here we go again. Day after day after day. Not only would Abba be involved, I mean, what's better than that? But just to have Donna around and the stories she could tell and the mischief that we could get into would be, we would keep our own shelter in place going long after anybody else had finished. We'd bring the other girls in, maybe your mom, I don't know, but it would go every day, every day.
Oh my God. Okay, that was the funniest. Mamma Mia, here we go again. That's awesome. Gina. Ladies, go for it. You guys have 1 minute.
I think Donna would make some bad choices. I think Donna would try to leave. I think it would stress me out. I would need a goal. That's why I want my Golda. She will keep me sane. I do picture, shout out to Karen Trout, who played it at the Civic Theater here in Kalamazoo. That's who I picture. Maybe I just want to be with Karen Trout. I don't know. But Golda, I don't know. I think Donna scares me with the choices.
I think Golda
would make a lovely girl.
I think
she knows when to nurture and she knows when to let you fly. I mean, come on.
Golda would make you do too many. At least with Jenna, you get to eat pie after pie, and think of all the different desserts we could make. I mean, we can make the toilet paper trifle. We could make.
How many of these do you have?
So many. How many do I have? No, I'm just saying. You know, every situation thrown to you, there's a new pie, and we can drop them off. Porch delivery, people.
But are they kosher?
Sure. The flour's organic.
Okay, girls. Mr. Weiner, you want to pop back in? Do we need any fact checking?
I mean, I know. I mean, I'm kind of a little biased towards Jewish mothers, but that question.
Happy Mother's Day, Laurel.
Yeah, you ladies just one right after another. Again, like this is a comedy hour. Thank you so much for being here. That was awesome.
Oh no.
This is on you, Julie.
Okay, I'm summoning the spirit of my mother. And I love you. I hope you're up there listening tonight. Perhaps sitting with Gina's mom.
And my dad.
And your dad.
Oh, yeah.
Out watching. And I have to believe that we are here for a reason, and that it's important to have fun and eat good food and be comforted. And therefore, I'm deciding that I need to pick Donna Sheridan from Mamma Mia. Quarantine. Okay.
Here we go again.
Nikki, time to flip that table.
Flip the table.
The winner takes it all.
Oh boy, you had that waiting.
That was phenomenal.
I just thought of that. It's amazing.
Oh, actually, we got Gina.
Gina too.
Gina's the winner.
Gina got 2.
But thanks, scorekeeper.
You know, Nora's on the screen. So I just have to say the winner is well deserved.
Congrats, Gina. Congrats.
Hey, Gina.
Could have gone to anyone.
She's been a mom the longest.
All were deserving.
Thank you.
Official. Well, listen,
Well,
guys,
I'm so I have the most experience, maybe. I don't know.
Well,
there you go.
you've earned it.
Point.
You're the why. You're the
Thank you. Thank you.
why this. So congratulations. There is no prize other than the title of winner of Broadway Battles, Farmers Alley Theater at Home. So thank you so much, ladies. Thank you again so much for joining me. This was so much fun. And Adam Weiner, thank you again for letting me have the host chair for the evening. I just want to remind everyone of a few things before we head out tonight. First of all, I want to thank our lone male supporter of this evening's broadcast, and thank our wonderful Rob Weiner for being our fact checker and timer.
My pleasure, ladies.
Amber.
Thank you so much. And also I want to make a special shout out to Carrie Phillips, who produced tonight's live stream. Thank you, Carrie.
Thank you, Carrie.
Love you. And then also, Mary, I'm so glad you thought it was fun. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, everybody that came and it came onto this live stream tonight. A couple quick things I want to remind you of. Very exciting. Starting on Tuesday, we're debuting a new show. And it's hosted by, yes, Carrie Phillips, and it's called Tech Tuesday. Carrie, every other Tuesday, will be interviewing some of Farmers Alley's favorite technical experts. So this coming Tuesday on her debut episode at 8:00 p.m., she will be interviewing none other than Lanny Potts and Jason Frink. So the three of them are going to talk all about lighting design, their philosophies on how to light Farmers Alley, and I'm sure they're going to talk about some of their favorite shows. So make sure you tune in for that on Tuesday. Thank you, Julie. Thanks, Julie Davis. I miss you. And then on Thursday, we're having another installment of the Does Anybody Have a Map Motherhood Stories? So stay tuned for another one of our moms who's going to tell one of her original stories that we did in Farmers Alley in January. And then on next Sunday, I'm very excited that we will be doing another Broadway cast reunion, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to have to tune in to find out what it is. So very excited about next week. I want to thank again everybody for joining tonight. The comments were on fire, so thank you so much. I wish all of you mothers, all you lovely housewives and mothers out there, a wonderful, wonderful Mother's Day, and stay safe, stay sane as much as you can. And we all know that a huge shout out to all the working moms out there, all the homeschooling moms out there, all of the moms who are our first responders, all the nurse mamas, all the grocery store worker mamas, and everybody that's keeping and holding up this community in Kalamazoo. I love all of you, and I wish you all a good night. So take care. Thanks again, everybody.
You. Happy Mother's Day.
Night.
Happy
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Mwah.
Here we go.